Alright everyone, I am at Epcot and I want to give you a preview of the 2020 Flower and Garden Topiaries and food booths. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to go look to see what they have up. Today is March 3rd, tomorrow's March 4th, it opens tomorrow. So you know where you're going and you have a clue of where you want to go. So let's go see what they have out already before it starts tomorrow. Yeah, so come along. Right when you walk in, we're in front of Spaceship Earth, you got Pluto, and you have the flowers. Very nice. Thumper and Flower are over by the test track, the new mouse gear area. So they're in a different area. They're usually over by Canada, but they're moving things all around. I guess it's because they have all these walls up, but nevertheless, still pretty neat. Lightyear, he's over in front of Mission Space, just like he always is. Pretty cool. Woody, Bo Peep, and the sheep are sort of in a weird spot this year. They're behind this wall. You kind of have to walk around this wall and kind of look back to see Bo Peep, the sheep, and Woody. You can see Woody coming around the wall, but Bo Peep and the sheep are kind of hidden behind the wall. And they're in front of the kids' playground in what used to be mouse gear back here, which is being renovated, so that's where they are. The quilt that's right outside of the Odyssey, so this is on the other side. It's just as beautiful, and you can see they have the lantern, the floating planters out in the water as well, littered throughout, and there's the bridge over to the Odyssey. Very, very cool. I'm going to point out, since the mouse gear is under construction, that they have moved the purple martin houses, bird houses, over here as well. So the purple martin bird houses used to be over here. Now they're over here. Look at this here. This Goofy has to be 30 feet tall. I mean, he is huge. He's got a hammer in his hand, and he is right in the center walking into the World Showcase. So that's where he would be located. You can see Spaceship Earth. This is all closed off. Spaceship Earth. You normally could walk up. The Fountain of Nations would be right here. You could walk right up, but you have to go around either way. But yeah, here's Goofy. He is huge. Let me correct myself. This Goofy was here last year. I remember saying how tall he was. So I was wrong. He was here last year. In front of Goofy, you have Mickey and Minnie, and Mickey has a paintbrush in his hand, and Minnie has the paint bucket, and there's some paint buckets on the ground, green and purple, with some other tools as well. But yeah, pretty neat centerpiece to have for the Flower and Garden 2020 Festival. Very, very cool. Center aisle between the Odyssey and the World Showcase, you have Pluto, who has a tape measure in his hand, in his mouth, and you have Chip and Dale. So Chip and Dale. And these are on the bridge over towards the Odyssey. The view of the quilt from the other side. So I'm on the bridge headed over to, I call it the Odyssey. I guess it's the Epcot experience now, but here's a view of the quilt from that bridge. The Three Caballeros headed over towards the Mexico Pavilion. Same spot as last year. So if I turn to my right, there's the Mexico Pavilion. Norway Pavilion, we have Anna and Elsa. Same spot as last year, right outside the Wandering Reindeer. Norway, on the way to China, is the Troll, and he is in the same spot as last year as well. Malay Dragon is not in China anymore. And I'll show you where he ends up. He's over in the Japan Pavilion, and they rethemed him, so I'll show you where he is. So keep this spot in mind. Playful pandas are not where they normally are. They're normally outside the food booth in front of the China Pavilion, but they are in front of where they have the show in the garden, so they really fit in over here. King Topiaries are on the way to Germany from the African outpost, and they are in the same spot as they were last year. And these look pretty primitive compared to some of the topiaries. Simba and Nala. Not real detailed. Still nice, nonetheless. In Italy, we have Lady and the Tramp out by the gondola. right across from Spaceship Earth, and they are in the same spot as they were last year, up by the water. Over in the America Pavilion, they used to have barbecue and brisket in the food booth for the Flower and Garden, but since they opened the smokehouse over here, looks like they're going to have more of a seafood option. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to have to hit this up tomorrow. Rewind all the way back to China. So this is the dragon they used to have over in China. They just re-themed it, and now it's over in the Japan Pavilion. So they are reusing it. Very cool. Another shot of the dragon so you can see how long he is. He's probably about 20 feet long. It's a pretty big topiary. Anami and the Japan Pavilion is going to have the frushi. That's what I love right there. Went up $1 since last year. It was only $5 last year. But yeah, that's my favorite. Florida Fresh is behind this big screen right here. And I can't see what's on the menu or anything, but I can tell you this is one of my favorite food booths. So the Remy Topiary over in France is new. And this is right outside the perfume shop and right by the food booth over here. But yeah, this is a very nice looking topiary. Very nice addition to the collection of topiaries they have. Yes, you have Belle and Beast, where they normally are. Looks like they have some new items on the menu at the France food booth, the fleur-de-lis. So this looks really interesting. This looks really good. Okay, I might have to try all these tomorrow. Fleur-de-lis. In France Pavilion, we have Peter Pan, who has a face this year, and we have Hook. And they're about to do battle. And I believe these were in the same spot as they were last year. Pretty sure. In the UK Pavilion, we have Eeyore, Piglet, Tigger, and Pooh and Rabbit. So there's 5 of the Winnie the Pooh characters. Canada, the Canadian Pavilion, over to UK Pavilion, you have Miss Piggy and you have Kermit. And last year these were in the France Pavilion, but this year they're between the Canadian Pavilion and the UK Pavilion. Same food as last year, although this right here, this griddled maple pound cake is delicious. So is this. Beef tenderloin tips. Those are good too. Not a lot of people like these last year. But I'm gonna have to try a lot tomorrow. See if it's the same as last year or not. Awesome food booth. I think this is new. This bowl right here, but they had this last year. They had this citrus chicken last year. And look what they have this year. The orange bird sipper again. We don't need another one of those. Showcase, you have Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and you have Daisy and Donald. So these are between the 2 food booths coming in, the La Fiesta, La Isla Fresca, sorry. I forget what this one's called over on my right, but yeah, they're right in the center. And you can tell Daisy's gonna turn pink eventually. These flowers are gonna all turn pink. And here's a quote from the other side. So this is out by the Imagination Pavilion. Hidden Mickey. Hidden Mickey. Flower. Very nice. Outside the Imagination Pavilion, you have the Hippo Topiary. This is all Fantasia stuff. You have Sorcerer Mickey, the broomsticks. And over here, you have 3 ostriches. So that's pretty neat. Light topiaries are located right outside the Land Pavilion. As you can see, right over there. And there's 3 of them. All right, everyone, I walked all the way around Epcot and I got all the topiaries they had out, and I got some of the food booths that they changed. I didn't get the ones that were redundant from last year, the same as last year. What I thought was really odd was I didn't see Lightning McQueen, I didn't see Tomater, I didn't see Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, and I didn't see Figment. So maybe they'll put those out tonight, which is March 3rd, for tomorrow opening. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you have not already. Click that notification bell and give us a thumbs up if you like this video. And I'll be filming tomorrow as well, so I hope to see you all real soon. Have a great night.